Welcome to Art in Action and Local History Remembered, focus on the California Central Coast. Today I'm interviewing a very talented Central Coast musician by the name of Zack Freitas. I met Zack about 10 years ago when I was an intern at Community TV in Santa Cruz, and Zack was performing one of his original songs on a live broadcast on local public television, before Comcast engineered our demise. I've been following his career ever since, and I'm pleased to announce he's still going strong, and he'll be releasing his latest EP, Controlled Burn, on October 1st. So, hi Zack, thanks for dropping by my studio. And just ignore it if a cow moves or a dog barks or a bing wanders through the set.
That's okay. Reminds me of home.
Good. I've been wanting to interview you particularly for a long time just because of the dedication you've made to your craft. And your voice is strong and full of passion. Your music tells a story. I can tell it comes from the heart. It's gritty and real, and it carries a message, and it has a good melody, which I appreciate. As far as I know, you've been working at it for over 10 years now. You're a very talented guy, and I know your career has had its highs and lows. So tell us about your journey to get to this point.
Well, I don't know where to start, to be honest. So let me take it from like where we met, and I was at CTV in Santa Cruz, correct?
Yeah.
I was just a kid back then, you know. Like I think I was like 20, if that. I'm 31 now, so a lot has happened, and I can't really like encapsulate it all for you in just, you know, an hour or 30 minutes. In fact, it's a lot for me to kind of like get my own bearings on. But in terms of like highs and lows, yeah, no, there's been a lot of that for sure. More recently, you know, more lows. I think we've experienced a lot of lows, like collectively. So
Due to the pandemic.
Yeah, that was really rough. But before that, I think it was like 2018. I met a producer, and we started recording, and that's what I did, the Sweet Oblivion record. And his name is Dean, and that was a good high. That was a lot of fun. I appreciated working with him. I learned a lot. Not just about recording, but about people, especially in the industry. And yeah, that was a really good high. You know, getting to work in like a real professional studio. I'd recorded before, and that was at East West Studios, and I keep on coming back there. I've been there 3 times now, and that was the first time. And
Where's East West Studios?
it's in LA. It's on Sunset.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's Capitol Studios, and that's like all white and pristine and stuff, and then there's
a big tower.
Exactly, and then there's East West Studios, which is like where the vampires hang out. So that's where I prefer to be.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of really profound records have come out of the room that I was working in. It's room 2 in East West. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother name dropping. It's known as the Rock Room.
Okay.
So yeah, I was really happy to work there. I would love to come back. I did Controlled Burn over there. I did it with Dean, and that was the last record we probably ever will work on together. Yeah, we don't talk anymore, which is unfortunately just the way it worked out, but I still have a lot of love for the guy. I hope he's doing well. Yeah, but that was a low, losing him, because I really valued our friendship.
Right.
Not just, you know, working together, but just as friends. We had a lot of really good times together, right. So I miss him. Yeah.
How did you meet him in the first place?
Over a video game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're playing this game called Overwatch, and I don't know, his voice reminded me from Rick and Morty, and so there's some kind of energy I was getting from him that I really liked, and he told me that he was a producer, and I was looking to make a record. In fact, I was looking at recording in San Francisco. I can't even remember the name of the studio or the dude, but it was going to be on tape, and I was going to bring my own musicians, the guys that were currently supporting me at the time, and I'm really glad I didn't do that, because I talked to the guy on the phone, and he told me, he was like, you can't even afford me, you know, I'll give you an engineer. He was just a real dick about it, you know, pardon my French, but he was just really rude, and yeah, so I'm glad I didn't work there, and yeah, me and Dean worked on 2 records together, and then we had a falling out while we recorded Controlled Burn. It's just this massive fight that we had in the studio. He was drunk, and he was on drums, and he was yelling at his assistant, and he was just being really belligerent, and I was sober at the time, and I didn't appreciate it at all, and I confronted him, and I told him he was being more trouble than he's worth, and that was the last thing that he wanted to hear, even though it was the truth. It really hurt, and he quit that day. I mean, we still finished our work that day, but he quit, and then, you know, later on we started talking again, and I wound up working with his assistant later. His name's Diego, and
Is that how you put the finishing touches
on Controlled Burn? Yeah, Diego did the mastering for Controlled Burn.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, everything was already recorded with Dean, and then I think Dean even mixed it when we started talking again, and then I had Diego master it, and I think that was like 2 years ago, and I mean, I've been sitting on the record since like 2019. You know, when the pandemic hit, I wasn't going to release anything because I couldn't put on shows.
Right.
I wanted to be able to promote it properly.
Yeah.
And I did put on a show in 2021 to release it, and it just was nowhere near what I'd done before. It was with Sweet Oblivion, I did these release shows, and people would come out, you know, to the American Legion, and yeah, with Controlled Burn, it was just like a complete failure. I released it at this dive bar, and I thought people would come out, because last time I played there, when things were opening back up in 2021, it was like tons of people came out in June to see me play. I don't even think they came to see me play. I think they just wanted to go out.
Right.
And in October, the Fear Machine started up again, and nobody came, really.
Right.
It was just, it was a damn shame.
Yeah. Where
Yeah.
was that?
At Sportsman's, Cousins Sportsman in Seaside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was one of my haunts when I was
Right.
drinking. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a failure, and I was really spinning out of control around that time, and I didn't wind up releasing it on Spotify because there was a huge blow up with Neil Young and Joe Rogan over misinformation. And
On Spotify?
Yeah, yeah.
On Spotify?
yeah, it's Neil Young took down his music on Spotify because
Oh, right.
he didn't agree with what Joe Rogan had to say about certain things concerning COVID, and I thought that was just a bunch of crap. So I took down my music as well
Huh.
for the opposite reason. So I sabotaged myself, and I'm just drinking and drugging a lot at the time, and just hiding a lot of pain, you know.
Yeah.
So I sabotaged myself during that time, and yeah, I spun even harder. You know, I not only took down my music, but I got evicted, and I went to jail.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's intense. Where was that? In Seaside or in?
I was living in Pacific Grove. I still live
Okay.
there now. I might be moving soon to Monterey, but
Yeah.
it's the same thing basically.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
How were you making a living during that time?
Well, I was still playing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was busking. I was performing out where I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was collecting some unemployment too. I mean, I own my own business, so I was collecting and playing as much as I could.
Right.
Yeah. But that was a hard time, especially when I spun out, like I wasn't collecting unemployment. So, yeah, the Fear Machine started again, and I couldn't work anymore, and it's just like, it was hell, man. Like, I was just so angry.
Right.
Yeah.
What's it? How did? how would you define the fear machine? Like, what's behind it?
Oh, the media.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, the media putting a certain spin on what we'll call COVID, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's many things I don't agree with that have happened.
Oh, okay.
That a lot of people have bought into. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which-
there's so much going on, you don't know what to believe in.
yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more about Sweet Oblivion, where you recorded that at East West also?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, and when was that?
I want to say that was like 2018, 2017. I don't remember. It's kind of a blur.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was before the pandemic and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Controlled Burn as well. I think I recorded that in 2019.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got the ball rolling really fast on Controlled Burn. I didn't even have music released from Sweet Oblivion yet, I don't think.
Oh,
At least
really?
not all of it. Yeah, not all of it was released yet. And kind of the same thing now too. Like I have another record lined up ahead of Controlled Burn, which it's being mixed right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called Aspartame.
So is it all original music or really?
Yeah, all original.
Okay. Is some of your recording covers or pretty much all your original music?
I think there's one recording I have that's a cover, but I did that a long time ago before all these professional records. Yeah, I did a cover of Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka.
Okay.
Yeah, but everything else I record is original. If I'm to spend that kind of money, you know, it's like I want to do my own stuff.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Huh.
It's a better investment,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I hope.
So, what's the cost? You've got to pay for the studio, and you've got to pay for like backup musicians.
Yeah, I'd say a minimum of like 10 grand for like
Really?
5 songs. A
Per
minimum.
album or per EP?
Per EP, yeah,
Okay.
around there. Yeah, I want to say Aspartame was a little bit more. The producer charged more. I did one extra song. Yeah. But I mean, the studio is like $1,000 a day. If nobody books it, you know, you can make a deal with them basically. I probably shouldn't be saying that.
I know how it goes. I have a couple of deals like that myself.
Yeah.
I'm a photographer, and I don't have studio space anymore, and so now I make deals with people, so you know I can shoot, share time, and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Everything's negotiable,
So,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And especially I know I had friends in the film industry, and a lot of what they did was sharing time on projects. So I'm guessing like musicians do that a fair amount too. Or do they?
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, I haven't done that with other musicians yet, but I mean that's actually a really good idea. Yeah, like maybe split a day at the studio or something if you're just doing one song or 2 songs. Yeah, even use the same musicians. Yeah, it's actually a really good idea.
All right, I'll let you keep it, run with it. So, when did you start playing the guitar?
When I turned 18,
Really?
yeah, my dad bought me a guitar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was watching you play on some of your videos, and it really sounds nice. Like you've got some skills.
Thank you. I don't think I'm the best guitarist, but I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
There's tons of people that are better than me, but I think it's kind of like beginner's luck kind of a thing. Like you don't know anything, and like I never had any lessons,
Huh.
so it's like I just learned on my own. So I guess there's some form of originality that stems from that.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
Some bad habits I never unlearned.
Right. Exactly. You make up your own technique because you're going along, kind of.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it works.
yeah, something like that.
You know?
Yeah.
I know. There's like some guitarists are just incredible. You know. I don't know. Are you familiar with Les Paul?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
the one that invented the amp, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. I just saw a video like yesterday of Les Paul playing his guitar, playing a Les Paul guitar, and his fingers were like lightning, going over the strings.
Yeah, and he was like jazz, like ragtime kind of style.
Yeah.
He invented the 4-track, if I'm not mistaken. He invented how we could record.
Whoa, I bet.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I could be mistaken. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you've got, the key is, I mean, you're singing your own music, and you've got a great voice, and so you just have to have enough guitar,
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's like, I rely on the songs and my voice more than anything. I don't really, there's some songs where it's like on Controlled Burn, there's a song called The Real Thing. And that's probably like some of my most technical finger picking that I've ever done. Yeah, it's not my strong suit, but yeah, I remember Dean saying like, "Oh, Zach, your voice is your moneymaker." Yeah, so
yeah, that's nice to hear.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have the voice I have. I never wanted to be a singer either. It's like I always liked singing when I was a kid, and I knew I wanted to sing in a talent show when I was in like 7th grade or something, but the band completely fell apart because everyone wanted to be the rock star. Nothing really changes. But I just never wanted to be the lead singer. I always wanted to play bass in the background. Yeah, and then just after a couple of bands in high school, like it didn't work out, so I just started writing my own music when I got a guitar. Like immediately, once I got a guitar, I just started writing songs.
And then that's when you started writing the lyrics to go along the song?
Yeah, I was always into poetry, so it just naturally coincided with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and you come up with the melodies and
I've got a gift for melody. I've been told that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I'm kind of old, and so I appreciate a good melody. And you don't hear a lot. And a lot of music is so repetitive.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I like about yours is that, you have melodies, you have good chorus, and, and you've got good story, like great lyrics to go along with it, so.
Yeah, there's depth. There's definitely depth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and you write about what's going on in your life, and.
Yeah, I mean, it's like taking little pieces of your life and whatever's going on around you, kind of like collaborating with the universe, kind of a thing. Like when the first time I got in trouble with the law was I crashed my car and I got a DUI, and that was a low, but I wrote songs about it, like Sunny Day. That's an example. I know, right? That's a nice like upbeat song, but that's about crashing my car. And Sweet Oblivion as well. It's about drinking, but it was like during a low after getting in trouble, and I was working for Hope Services at the time, and there was this site that I worked at called Syngenta, and what I did all day is I just throw away flowers with the clients. And that was kind of sad, it's just like throwing away these pretty flowers all the time. And yeah, that just comes out in the lyrics. Throw away every flower that grows down the rabbit hole to be beautiful. So just taking pieces of your life and putting them on paper and seeing if they work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it has to have depth, but it has to be poetic at the same time.
Yeah.
It needs to be.
There's no rules. I mean,
right.
Yeah. It could just be stories, whatever.
Yeah. So, how did you describe what type of music you do?
I hate that question. I really do. The easy answer is like alternative rock.
Okay.
Singer-songwriter, alternative rock. Yeah.
Yeah. It covers a lot of territory. So
yeah, it's such a broad thing now. So I can't say alternative anymore because alternative is, I don't even know what it is anymore.
Yeah.
No, alternative's a different thing now.
Yeah. They twisted it to make it fit whatever their goal might be.
Yeah. I like rock music, but it's not traditional rock music, so alternative rock, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, but I use an acoustic guitar, and there's some kind of like folky stuff. So singer-songwriter fits in there sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what musicians do you like to listen to?
My favorite's Elliott Smith.
Elliott Smith?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And
My son loves Elliott Smith.
I don't listen to him as much as I used to anymore, but it's definitely my favorite songwriter.
Yeah.
Great lyrics, great technique, very relatable, at least for me, you know.
Was it him that wrote a song about every state?
No, that's Sufjan John Stevens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's great as well. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't state him as like one of my influences, but he's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say Elliott Smith. I love the Pixies. I like the Pixies a lot. Wilco. Yeah, I like Wilco a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are like my 3 favorites, I would say, around there. It changes.
So, and then who were your mentors? Did you have anybody that like you looked up to that kind of guided you along into music?
No.
Huh.
No, I didn't have that. I wish I did. I wish I could give you an answer to that question other than no one really. No.
You just kind of made your own.
Yeah.
Your own path.
I've always been artistic, you know, but like I don't come from an artistic family, so I just kind of had to pave it myself. Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons that I like to talk to young artists, because it's really courageous to, to set your sights on something like that that's, so subjective, and you're just taking a big risk in doing that.
Yeah, especially these days.
Yeah.
The golden age of music is just about over, so.
Right.
It's different now.
I know. I wonder, I hear a good melody and I think, holy cow, how did they come up with that? It's so original. So.
Well, I appreciate you having me. This is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to be interviewed again. I used to hate interviews, and now it's, I don't mind it as much. This is chill as well. It's, very low key.
Yeah, I'm definitely low key. I'm kind of famous for being like super relaxed. So.
Well,
Too relaxed sometimes.
No, that's good.
So I'd love to hear you play something.
Okay.
And I know the one that really stuck out in my mind that just grabbed me right away was, what was it? Say Hello? Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I could see that. Yeah, it's kind of like Paul McCartney melody.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chords, very Paul. Yeah.
Yeah. The video is great.
The video is very cool. Yeah. No, I'm pleasantly surprised with how that video turned out myself. Yeah.
Well, now, I do a lot of videos, so we'll have to talk later about, that whole project, because there's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
All right. Well, here, I'll get it set up, and I'll take a little break. Okay.
Rolling.
Now Zack Freitas performing Say Hello.
Baby, don't be blue.
I haven't played that in a while.
Very nice. Well, not bad since you haven't played it in a while.
It's in there.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, so what was that about? Were you writing about somebody, or?
It was a girl I met in Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she the one in the video?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That was a model I hired. An alternative model. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was fun. Cool. All right. So, you're gonna play something from your new EP.
I sure am.
All right.
Yeah.
And what's the name of this song? And tell us more about afterward you can tell us more about the EP.
Okay. This one's called Year in a Blur. This one starts off the EP.
Year in a Blur?
Year in a Blur.
Point of no return, starting over one more time. It couldn't get any worse than my addiction to her, bringing down my natural high. Must be nice, the mess I left behind, having laughed so hard before I cried. I left behind, having laughed so hard before I cried. Thank you.
Yeah. You feel the pain.
Dark and beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my style of music.
That's where the best music comes from, I think. A lot of it.
I like dark music a lot.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd, that was another big influence for me.
Oh, good.
I love Pink Floyd.
Oh, yeah. I love Pink Floyd.
That was my jam in high school.
Really?
Yeah. Wish You Were Here, that whole album, I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my gosh, that brings back memories. When I was in high school, that's when they were, that's when they came out.
I'm an old soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that. Yeah. So you're doing all kinds of chords. Like, obviously, you put a lot of work into like learning guitar and
Yeah.
So you spend a lot of time. How do you spend your time? Like, not to get too personal, but
I mean, when I was like learning guitar and writing songs a lot in my dad's garage, I would get drunk in the garage at night and just stay up till like 4 in the morning and just play, just write songs. I did that for years, like 10 years maybe. And then I moved out in October of 2020 and got my own place. And it was not much you could do at that time. So, you know, like I wrote songs, I would learn Elliott Smith songs, I'd watch TV, play video games, do whatever I could to pass the time, all while day drinking. I was drinking a lot during that time, so I'd wake up with a bottle next to me.
really,
Oh yeah, no, it was bad. Yeah.
where were you living at the time?
In PG, Pacific,
Oh, okay.
Pacific Grave.
Right.
Yeah, and I live there now. I just live in a different place. But over the last year, you know, it's like I kind of like hibernated. You know, it was a really rough couple years, and I just went through a lot of stuff last year. And you know, I've been playing for a living, but I just didn't want to play really. You know, so I just sat around on the couch a lot and just played video games, and I'm just so sick and tired of doing that now. I'm not doing it anymore. Yeah, it's like I got it out of my system, but it was like took like a vacation from playing as much as I used to. I'd still write every once in a while, but I felt like I was flogging a dead horse sometimes.
Yeah.
So it was like over this year, I've probably written like 5 or 6 songs that I like.
Yeah.
And then, you know, probably like 12 in total. I don't know. It's just a journal full of crap, you know.
Is that the new EP you're working
No,
on?
no, that's already done. That's recorded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, some of that stuff I started writing back in like 2019
Okay.
when Dean quit.
Oh,
Yeah. So some of those songs are about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just have to take a break from what you're doing, you know, and get a new perspective. on
Yeah.
things.
And I'm much more invigorated now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So what kind of, what are your prospects? Do you have like regular gigs, or you have?
Yeah. I play at a restaurant in Carmel all the time. It's called Edwin's.
Edmonds?
Yeah, so I'll play
Alright.
there a lot. I work with an agency in Monterey, so they'll book me at like corporate events and hotels.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, stuff where I make a living playing other people's music usually.
That's when you do the covers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like a lounge pianist or something, you know.
Well, that's how Billy Joel got started.
It is,
you know?
yeah. He only did it for like a year though. So.
Really? Well, yeah, sometimes it's just luck, you know.
Yeah.
Well, luck and talent.
Well, I'm still lucky. I mean, I play for a living, so
Yeah, exactly.
I can't complain too much.
Exactly.
I almost thought I lost my gig at Edwin's because I relapse every once in a while. So I had a bad bender, and I had to call in. I just wasn't able to go in, and it's very competitive. You know, people want to take your spot, and you're easily replaceable.
Yeah.
So I was like, they're done with me, you know. And
Right.
I called them. They're like, no, you just need a week off. We get it. You're fine.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, that's sweet.
They're good people there.
Yeah.
So it's nice to feel valued like that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They appreciate what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you still work with an agency then?
Yeah. John Kelly
Okay.
Productions. Yeah. Still
Okay.
work with them.
Do they find like, would they have producers that?
No, they're just a booking agency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So they take a cut and they book me out wherever they can. They sell me.
Right.
That's their
right.
job. They just sell me, and we both make a profit. So,
What's your territory then? How many?
Monterey County.
Okay.
Yeah. Mostly Monterey.
Yeah. You don't get up to Santa Cruz or go to San Jose or anything.
You know, these days I refrain going to Santa Cruz as much as I can.
Oh, really?
It's just different now.
Oh.
Same with my
It's true.
hometown. I mean,
Yeah.
Hollister's changed a lot too, so
Yeah.
it makes me really sad to go to Hollister now. It's just not the same town anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been working part-time in Santa Cruz for the last year. Well, actually, the last 3 or 4 years.
Mm.
Just doing property management stuff. But and doing that, I have brushes with homeless people, and you know, it's like your heart goes out to them, and the rents are just outrageous. But you know, what are you going to do? And it's affecting the downtown area. It affects the whole, you know, the whole area.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's, you know, partly what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, there's a really negative energy that comes from that. I can't stand it. You know, it's like, as an artist, I'm really sensitive, you know, so it's
Right.
like, I mean, I'd kind of seen it coming for years too, you know, even like 3 years ago, it was just like, I didn't stop myself from going there, but now it's like, I don't really want to, you know.
Right.
I feel it more now because I'm, you know, usually sober. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Last time I was there, I mean, granted I was drinking, but I was driving through and I was like, this town is just different.
Yeah. That's what my kids were saying, you know, they've all moved away, but, you know, when they come back to town, they say, you know, a lot of stores are closed, and I don't know, how's it still going? Catalyst is still going.
Yeah, that's not going away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'll never go away.
Yeah. No, whoever's managing that's doing a great job.
Yeah, they really are.
And they own the Golden State Theater now too.
Oh, do they?
Mhm.
Oh. So Golden State Theater, where is that?
In Monterey, downtown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they do the same kind of stuff as the Catalyst?
Not exactly, but they're starting to bring in different acts that I've never seen play there. Like the Pixies toured through in Monterey this year. Never heard of the Pixies playing in Monterey before, so
Right.
that was cool. I went to that show and I'd never been so close to them before. I hung out in the back in the alley and I'm drunk, and I just wanted to connect with Frank Black so bad, you know. And they come out, and it's Frank, the songwriter, and his guitarist Joey, and I'm like, Frank, you guys did great tonight. I'm just like totally fanboying, and he just put up his hand. I just like felt like a creep, but also was like, screw that guy.
Yeah,
That's
no
not
kidding.
cool. Like, I wouldn't treat anyone like that. But
Right, exactly. No matter how big you think you are.
I don't know. Maybe in that position, I might.
Yeah. Probably getting a lot of that.
He might have thought it was Santa Cruz.
Right. Yeah, good stuff. All right. Well, I don't know. We covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Is there anything you'd like to tell the people, or you know what we should say? We should talk about your EP and when it comes out and where they can find it.
It's coming out on October 6th, and it'll be on all the streaming platforms. I would like to make some music videos for it. I don't know if it'll be ready in time for the release, but I'm sure over time I'll be releasing videos.
All right.
That's something I love to do. So
Great. Yeah, we'll look forward to it.